All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another extremely exciting episode of the Fall Off Podcast. It's your boy, the host, the one and only, Satish Bisa. It's been a minute since the last episode, man. It's definitely been some time, and I apologize for that. You know, life got really busy. If you don't know, I'm co-founder of a fantasy football app, and with the season of the NFL starting, being here, you know, I had to reprioritize, but I'm back. We are so back, and the NFL is so back too, baby, which brings me to the topic of today's episode. Week 3 recap. Now, today's Monday. We still got a game tonight. We still got the Monday night game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. But, this Sunday was a banger, and we got a lot to talk about. And a lot of you guys joining the podcast now might be joining from my football content, which is honestly new. Like, when I took my hiatus a couple episodes ago, a lot's happened since then, including talking more football, so I'm really excited to get after it. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, I know you guys are seeing the hat, and yes, I'm a Patriots fan. No, I'm not a bandwagoner. A lot of you guys are really accusatory, and I don't appreciate it. Saying, oh, you're just a bandwagoner. You're probably a Chiefs fan now. Dude, I'm from Boston, dude. We don't play when it comes to the freaking Pats, dude, okay? The Pats used to be really good, but yesterday we were freaking bad, dude. 5 turnovers, that I wanted to – now, I'm balding, okay? And I have about 3 strands of hair left. I was about to pull them all out. So when the saying goes, I'm about to pull my hair out, I really meant it. Like the last couple ones up top on this beautiful dome that I have. And I just couldn't believe it. Like the Steelers – they literally are the Pittsburgh Steelers of old people from the retirement home, because they're like average age of players in that roster is like 40, and we still lost. I couldn't believe it. Drake May threw a pick in the end zone. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I love the Patriots, and I love you guys so much, and I apologize for bashing on you, but it needs to be said. This guy, Drake May, is so good and has so much potential, but this guy winds up for his throws like a pitcher from the MLB in like 1940 throwing a 40-mile-an-hour fastball to Babe Ruth that he's going to knock out of the park. It's insane. And the fumbles, Ramondre Stevenson, I don't know how this guy is still on the team. This guy did this same thing the entire 2024 season. If we took care of the ball, we could have literally won this game like 30-14 or 21, whatever. It could have been a landslide, but it's okay, man. It is what it is. The next game I want to talk about, Giants-Chiefs, Sunday Night Football. All right, obviously the Chiefs won that game. I had a couple wagers on Malik Neighbors, who apparently took the night off. Russell Wilson did not cook. I don't know. I can't believe this guy's nickname is Mr. Unlimited. He looked more like Mr. Very Limited. Okay, I don't know what is this guy doing, and what do NFL teams think they're doing? Signing Russell Wilson. What are we doing? I can't put myself in the state of mind to prior to a season starting, looking at Russell Wilson not being signed as a free agent and being like, yeah, this is a good. Let's sign Russell Wilson. That's a good idea. Let's do it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And I guess I kind of get it, because obviously they drafted the rookie Jackson Dart, who has so much promise, so much potential. And I get the fear of you don't want to throw him into the wolves like trial by fire, because with Daniel Jones that obviously didn't work out for you. But I mean, you're 0-3. The team's not looking good. At a certain point, you gotta rip the Band-Aid off, dude. Put in Jackson Dart. Just you got to get his feet wet a little bit. He's got to get acclimated. If you bench him all season or wait until week 17, 18, next year when he starts, it's going to be the same thing. He's not going to have any real starts under his belt. You got to just get it over with. So the New York Giants, figure it out. Also, Cam Skattebo, stop leading with your freaking head, dude. We've seen enough with Tua. Okay, we don't want you to be the next version of Tua. This guy, I love the tenacity and the motor this guy has, but holy, this guy, stop running into the proverbial brick wall, literally head first. Your team needs you. All right, it's wildly concerning. But I will say, from this game, watching the downfall of the Chiefs' offense is just chef's kiss. I love it. And Travis Kelce, you seem like a fantastic guy. Yes, statistically, you are one of the greatest tight ends to ever do it. But yo, don't ever compare this guy to Rob Gronkowski ever again. Ever. Like, it's not even close. I don't think people realize like the role that Travis Kelce plays in the Kansas City Chiefs offense. In the peak of the Kansas City Chiefs offense, you know, they had guys like Tyreek Hill stretching the field. So when they're sending these guys deep, they're pulling back all the safeties, all the linebackers. So when Mahomes drops back and he doesn't see them open, yeah, he's got Kelce sitting there 5-6 yards in front of him, wide open, ready to catch the ball and get yards after the catch. He wasn't like breaking ankles on route running. He wasn't like, you know, causing major issues. He was a solution to a problem. If receivers aren't open downfield, he was a solution to that problem. Now, Rob Gronkowski, he was the problem. Okay, he was the problem, not a solution. Like, defenses, when they would play the Patriots in their prime, the game plan is, how do you stop Rob Gronkowski? Like, this guy is like built like an NBA center, height-wise. He's massive. He will truck you over. He'll also break ankles on a route. He'll block, throw you out the club. He'll also do a one-handed catch, Odell Beckham, and moss you. Like, literally, how do you stop that? You couldn't. That's why he was as good as he was, and definitively the greatest tight end to ever do it. Doja, can you stop scratching your tree? I'm trying to record right now. Unbelievable. She has zero respect for the game. Yeah, I'm talking to you. She's like, oh, it's fine. But Giants, Chiefs, man. Giants, you gotta pack it up with Russell Wilson. Just put him in. Put in Dart. Okay, Packers, Browns. I mean, oh my God. I mean, I apologize. Joe, sitting right here, the producer of this podcast, is just like the biggest Packers fan I know, and I don't know what happened. It's just that Browns defense. I really thought the Packers would go 17-0. And if you told me that their kryptonite would be Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns, like, no one saw that coming. No one. And even Browns fans, I don't think saw that coming. That's insane. But good for Browns fans. That's very promising. Saints and Seahawks, if you're a New Orleans Saints fan, you guys might go 0-17. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it. The Packers going 17-0 was a stretch, but 0-17, the Saints, it's going to happen. I don't know like what is going on with that team. Like, I turned the game on. Y'all are losing 38-3 before halftime with like 2 minutes left. How is that even possible? Truthfully, I know for a fact you didn't turn the ball over 5 times. My team did that, not you. And it's just like it's so cooked. And I know everyone's like saying like, oh, they're tanking for Arch Manning eventually, because he like might not go into this year's draft. But even if he did, he's not going to be the savior, because I've been watching the Texas Longhorns. They just beat a high school team like 63-0 or something like that, which is great, but it's also like a high school team. So nothing to really brag about. The Seahawks, they're sleepers. They're going to be good. I believe in Sam Darnold. Like, they really have a good team. They have a great coaching staff. McDonald, I think is their head coach's name. Great coach. Phenomenal. The Los Angeles Chargers, Justin Herbert is balling out. The Chargers are balling out. Their defense is so much better than I think people give them credit for. I think everyone wants to give credit to Justin Herbert, of course, because he's the poster boy. But like, guys like Derwin James, could be like defensive player of the year candidate for sure. The guy is a menace. Like, he's literally just like a heat-seeking missile, and it's terrifying. If I was a receiver running a route like deep into the secondary, and I know Derwin James is there, I'm scared. I'm shaking my boots. It's crazy. But Chargers fans, like, you guys might win the division, honestly. Like, unless the Chiefs have some sort of like miraculous comeback and they fully get their stuff together, which I don't think they will to that extent. It's looking good. Speaking of looking good, you know who's not looking good? The Houston Texans. What the hell are you guys doing? 0-3. You guys are supposed to have the easiest cakewalk to the number one slot in your division. Even outside of the Colts, who just look like, I don't even know how they're so good. Danny Dimes is apparently the man. But CJ Stroud, are we ready to admit now that CJ Stroud is so overrated? like I feel like people are still riding the high of his rookie season where, yeah, he played phenomenally. But like, yo, at a certain point, it's becoming a negative trend. And he's definitely regressing. And it's concerning because the Texans are stacked on both sides of the ball. I know every Texans fan is like, oh, it's the offensive line. Oh, it's the offensive line. But like, even when you have a defense that's that good, like you have like a top 3 defense, I would argue, and you're still not winning games, that's more than just the offensive line. And I watched the game, the Monday night game, the Texans versus the Bucks, and CJ Stroud missed quite a few throws. And their offense isn't converting in easy situations. Like if it's first, you're telling me first and goal on the 2-yard line, you can't get a touchdown? Like that's so bad. I don't know who their offensive coordinator is, who's calling the plays, but like at a certain point, even if your offensive line has problems in situations like that, you should have some plays dialed up so that you can score a touchdown because you can't keep selling games like that. It's really bad. Lions Ravens tonight. Okay, I know this was a recap. I'm just going by the order of my notes on my phone. I have a prediction for tonight's game, and I really hope this isn't aged like milk because I feel like that's the tendency of confident football takes. But the Lions have roughly a 33% chance of winning this game. I don't know, according to Kalshi, which is the app I use for wagering and trading, but the Lions apparently are a huge underdog in this game. The Ravens are favored to win this game. And because of that, I'm picking the Lions. Like the Lions, like they literally, you think they care they're underdogs in this game? We're talking about the Detroit Lions with Dan Campbell at the helm. I understand Jared Goff historically isn't that good against the Ravens and on Monday Night Football, but Lamar Jackson is very good on Monday Night Football. But this is one of the bigger games on their schedule this season, and there's 3 things in life that are for certain. Okay, death, taxes, and the Ravens just selling and just screwing up in big games against big-time teams. I don't trust them. They're going to turn the ball over at some point in time. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to cook. I picked him for 2+ touchdowns because those corners on Baltimore are bad. They're not that good. We saw the Bills expose them. So I think it's going to be death by air, honestly. If the Bills dice them up the way they did and the weapons that the Lions have, I don't think they'll have any problem, causing issues. So I'm picking the Lions. Last but not least, because we're running out of time here, let's talk about we'll squeeze 2 more in. Bears, Cowboys. Yo, the Bears look good. With like if they can consistently have Caleb Williams play at this level, like there's nothing they can't do. The connection that he has with Odunze, Ben Johnson seems to finally be dialing up good plays on offense. I understand that the Cowboys suck, dude, and it makes my heart so warm. I hate the Cowboys. They're underperforming completely, but the Bears, like when Caleb is throwing the ball on target, he looks damn good, and they just got to keep that up. And the future is very promising in Chicago. In Dallas, I don't know. This team is just like, again, they're kind of like the Texans in a sense to me. Like they have so much talent, but nothing to show for it. And it's just Jerry Jones, man. Like this could all have been avoided, but he just has too much pride, too much ego. Now, the last game I want to talk about, Eagles-Rams. I feel like this is kind of a hot take. I don't know why this is a hot take. Maybe it's because they're not the Chiefs, so people don't expect them to go back-to-back, but I really do think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to go back-to-back. Obviously, Saquon isn't playing at the level that we've seen for so long last season, but they find ways to win games, which is like so unpredictable. They're probably the only team in the NFL that they can win games without doing it just one way. What do I mean by that? For the Bills to win a game, Josh Allen needs to drop 40 points, which he can do every single game. But if he doesn't, God forbid, then what? Same thing with the Ravens with Lamar, the Chiefs with Mahomes, every team. But the Eagles, they could run the ball. Hurts can run the ball. He can throw the ball when he needs to. I think a lot of people disrespect Jalen Hurts because he doesn't have that responsibility that Josh Allen has. You're not seeing crazy stat lines win to win, week to week, where he's dropping 300 yards passing, but he can turn it on when he needs to. He understands his role. And at the end of the day, how many rings does he have? How many rings does Josh Allen have? How many Super Bowl trips do they both have? I rest my case. Like, the guy wants to win, and he's winning games. And they can do it in a variety of ways. And it really is like, that's scary. How do you stop that? A.J. Brown finally turned the Jets on yesterday when he needed to. When he needed to show up, he did. They came back against the Rams, who a lot of people think are a heavy favorite in the NFC West as well. And they could make a Super Bowl run too. They still can. But I think the Eagles are probably going to go back-to-back. I think Eagles-Bills in the Super Bowl, probably. That'd be a great game. Or honestly, Bills-Lions. I just think that you can never count out the Lions, ever. You can count out the Ravens, though, because it's the freaking Ravens, dude. They always fold in the playoffs. But we'll see, man. All right, we're running out of time here, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Short one today. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Cheers to many more episodes like this to come. Cheers to a great football season. To everyone who's playing fantasy, I'm sorry, because we're getting to that point where, we're seeing a lot of injuries that are affecting our rosters. I know I'm victim of that. I have James Conner on my team. Tough loss for the boy, but yeah, man, I'm really excited. So thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Fall Off Podcast. It's your boy Satish Bisa signing out for now. I love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. All right, peace.